September I'll love again. Maybe a rainbow will catch me then. This little boy lost will find his way once more, just like before, when lips were tender.
Welcome to our 2023 September edition of Thematic Nostalgia. This is show number 67. And for any new viewers, my name is Phil. And this show is mostly built around old nostalgic songs around a common theme. And no cheaty web searches are allowed to find that theme, although for this particular show, I doubt if it would help you anyway. We will tell you what the theme is after we play 5 songs. Now, the theme of this show is September songs. Every song title has September in it. But there's something else about these songs that make them different, and we'll tell you what that is later. And our first song is See You in September. And it's one of my personal favorites, and the song was written by Sherman Edwards with the lyrics by Sid Wayne. Now we're going to play the version of this song by the Tempos. And the songwriters, after one rejection, received some positive feedback for this particular song. It was by a man who was a record owner, producer, and he had a Paris label. His name was Jack Gold. And a group from Pittsburgh was contacted, the Tempos, to record this song. It didn't do all that well in New York City initially. It did better in San Francisco, actually. It had a slow building. It eventually did reach the top 100 of Billboard's chart in 1959. But it was never really a mega hit, although to me, I really like this particular version. The bigger version of this song was about 7 years later in 1966. It was a more upbeat, faster version, a little bit more falsetto. That was by The Happenings. That was a top 10 version. But this will be the Tempos.
I'll be alone each and every night. While you're away, don't forget to write. See you in September. See you when the summer's through. Here we are, saying goodbye at the station. Summer vacation is taking you away. Have a good time, but remember there is danger in the summer moon above. Will I see you in September, or lose you to a summer love? Counting the days till I'll be with you, counting the hours and the minutes too. Have a good time, but remember there is danger in the summer moon above. Will I see you in September, or lose you to a summer love?
Neil Diamond co-wrote this next song with French composer, singer, and actor Gilbert Bécaud. They worked together on the 1980 soundtrack for The Jazz Singer. The song is about a couple who have come back after having a tense relationship, a breakup, and it's an emotional moment. Neil Diamond recalls the feeling when they danced until the morning. The memory still lingers, and on certain September mornings he still gets that feeling. They've grown apart now, but not so much that they can't remember the good times, or so he hopes. Now, Gilbert Bécaud also released this particular song in French on his own album from 1978 called Bécaud. The song has been covered many times in French, in English, and other languages, as well as in instrumentals. But this will be Neil Diamond's own recording of this song. It's from 1979. It was a top 20 hit. This is September Morn.
Stay for just a while. Stay and let me look at you. It's been so long I hardly knew you. Standing in the door. Stay with me a while. I only want to talk to you. We've traveled halfway around the world to find ourselves again. September morn, we danced until the night became a brand new day. Two lovers playing scenes from some romantic play. September mornings still can make me feel that way. Look at what you've done. Why, you've become a grown-up girl. I still can hear you crying in the corner of your room. And look how far we've come, so far from where we used to be, but not so far that we've forgotten how it was before. It's September morn. Do you remember how we danced that night away? Two lovers playing scenes from some romantic play. September mornings still can make me feel that way. September morn, we danced until the night became a brand new day. Two lovers playing scenes from some romantic play. September mornings still can make me feel that way. September morn, some romantic play. September mornings still can make me feel that way. September mornings still can make me feel that way.
September is a song written by Allie Willis, along with former members of the Earth, Wind and Fire band, Maurice White and Al McKay. It was initially included as a track for the Best of Earth, Wind and Fire Volume 1, but it became so very commercially successful that it was released as a single. It was a #1 hit on the R&B chart, reached #8 on the US pop chart, and also #3 in the United Kingdom. This song was added to the Library of Congress as historically significant or aesthetically important in 2018. Now, according to Maurice White, this song came about when he was in Washington, D.C. in a hotel room, and he was there watching some protest, and there were all these cats screaming and throwing things, going crazy. And this tune just evolved, he said. And the date in the lyrics, the September 21st date, if you listen, he said had no significance whatsoever. It just sounded phonetically right in that particular part of the song. This song has had lots of covers, over 100, and it's still being covered even today. So let's hear the Earth, Wind, and Fire version of this song called September. September, for me personally, is a bittersweet month. You know, when you reach a certain point in your life, September sort of brings on the beginning of the end of the year. There have been songs written about it. We're going to cover a few of those songs. Didn't know what they meant. If you're younger, you don't know what these songs mean until you get there. But this is a beautiful month. The weather's getting cooler. You got football season coming in. But I think, I'm only 3 Social Security checks away from the end of the year. Another year gone. But we continue. We look at the positive. And this next song is one of the classic songs about September. It's called September in the Rain. And it's a popular song written by that great songwriting team of Harry Warren and Al Dubin. Now this song was introduced by James Melton in the film called Melody for Two. It's a standard. And there have been many, many versions of this song, and 6 popular versions of this song actually charted on Billboard. Now you may remember, if you're a baby boomer, the last recording of this song to chart, which was by Dinah Washington in 1961. That was her version of September in the Rain. But we're going to play a version that reached number 1. It's the only version that reached number 1. It was in 1937. It was by Guy Lombardo and his orchestra, and the vocal refrain is by Carmen Lombardo. So let's hear September in the Rain.
Came tumbling down, remember, in September, in the rain. The sun went out just like a dying ember. That September in the rain. To every word of love I heard you whisper, the raindrops seemed to play a sweet refrain. Though spring is here, to me it's still September. That September in the rain.
This will be the last song before that secondary theme is revealed. And do not fret. The secondary theme is nearly impossible to know, and I admit myself it may be somewhat capricious. In 1961, the movie Come September was released starring Rock Hudson and Gina Lollobrigida. And by the way, Gina Lollobrigida just passed away this year at age 95. Although there were a few vocal versions of this song in different languages, including English, it's basically known as an instrumental. And even Bobby Darin released an instrumental of this song. He's known basically as a vocalist, but why not? He wrote the song, and he also performed it in the movie. But we're next going to play Billy Vaughn and his orchestra's version of this song. It came out in that year of 1961. This is Come September. I know. How in the world could anybody possibly know that without looking at the chart history of all those September songs? But that is really not the point. The songs are what this show is about. And if you do not agree with me that those songs are some great songs, then we just have to agree to disagree. So let's bring in Carole King next. This would be her very first charting pop hit as a singer. It reached number 22 in 1962 and remained in the Hot 100 for 9 weeks. It Might As Well Rain Until September. It was originally written for Bobby Vee by Carole King and Jerry Goffin. Carole King recorded a demo before it became a hit for her. Bobby Vee's people hesitated releasing this song as a single, but did record the song for Bobby V's 1963 Liberty album, The Night Has 1,000 Eyes.
What should I write? What can I say? How can I tell you how much I miss you? The weather here has been as nice as it can be, although it doesn't really matter much to me. Until September, I don't need sunny skies for things I have to do, 'cause I stay home the whole day long and think of you. As far as I'm concerned, each day's a rainy day, so it might as well rain until September. Friends look forward to their picnics on the beach. Yes, everybody loves the summertime. Oh, but you know, darling, while your arms are out of reach, the summer isn't any friend of mine. It doesn't matter whether skies are gray or blue. It's raining in my heart 'cause I can't be with you. I'm only living for the day you're home to stay, so it might as well rain until September.
Let's play 3 in a row, and I hope you will forgive me if I fudge a bit on the top 100 requirement. Regular listeners know that by default, Thematic Nostalgia focuses on the pop chart. However, we play all genres of music and sometimes venture into Broadway, folk music, bluegrass, and even classical pieces. Today, we will be featuring 2 top 100 hits that are on the adult contemporary chart that did not cross over to the pop chart. Next, we play James Taylor's September Grass from 2003 that reached number 25 on the adult contemporary chart. That will be followed by Pat Boone's number 33 adult contemporary hit from 1968, and that one is entitled September Blue. And then we close the set with an actual top 40 pop hit from Daughtry, released in 2010. If you are fortunate enough to be watching the podcast on YouTube, some graphics contain background information on these songs.
Well, the sun's not so hot in the sky today, and you know I can see summertime slipping on away, slipping on. A few more geese gone, a few more leaves turning red, but the grass is as soft as a feather in a feather bed. Oh, darling, so I'll be king and you be queen. Our kingdom's on wanna be this little patch of green. Won't you lie down with me right now in this September grass? Won't you lie down with me now, September grass? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, the memory is like the sweetest pain. Yeah, I kissed a girl at a football game. I can still smell the sweat and the grass stain. We walked home together, but I was never the same. Yeah. But that was a long time ago. So where is she now? Oh, I don't know. Won't you lie down with me now in this September grass? Won't you lie down with me now, September grass? Oh, September grass is the sweetest kind. It goes down easy like apple wine. Hope you don't mind if I pour you some. Made that much sweeter by the winter to come. Do you see those ants dancing on a blade of grass? Do you know what I know? That's you and me, baby, yes it is. We're so small and the world's so vast. We found each other down in the grass. Won't you lie down with me right here, September grass? Won't you lie down in this September grass? Oh, darling, lie down, 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 lie down. Won't you lie down, lie down in this September grass? September grass, oh down, you lie down, you lie down. Oh, whatever you got to lie down, oh lie down, yeah, darling, lie down.
September blue, the summer's just a memory of loving you. I get so September blue, recalling how you kissed me. Your tender words, I'll be true. The golden days of summer are gone. Just a chill of autumn lingers on. And now I'm September blue. Our summer love is over. Still I go on wanting you. memory of loving you. I get so September blue, recalling how you kissed me. Your tender words, I'll be true. The golden days of summer are gone. Just the chill of autumn lingers on. And now I'm September blue. Our summer love is over. Still I go on wanting you.
Had the time passed away, all the trouble that we gave, and all those days we spent out by the lake, has it all gone to waste? All the promises we made, one by one they vanished just the same. All the things I still remember, summers never look the same. Years go by and time just seems to fly, but the memories remain. In the middle of September, we still play out in the rain. Nothing to lose but everything to gain. Reflecting now on how things could have been, it was worth it in the end. Now it all seems so clear, there's nothing left to fear. So we made our way by finding what was real. Now the days are so long, that summer's moving on. Reach for something that's already gone. Oh yeah, all the things I still remember, summers never look the same. Years go by and time just seems to fly, but the memories remain. In the middle of September, we still play out in the rain. Nothing to lose but everything to gain. Reflecting now on how things could have been, it was worth it in the end. Yeah, we knew we had to leave this town, but we never knew when and we never knew how we would end up here the way we are. Yeah, we knew we had to leave this town, but we never knew when and we never knew how. All the things I still remember, summers never look the same. Years go by and time just seems to fly, but the memories remain. In the middle of September, we still play out in the rain.
These last three songs speak to September's analogous relationship to time, or the end of the year, or sometimes a parallel for the end of life. Green Day's Wake Me Up When September Ends from 2005 is a relatively new example of that. Green Day, for our baby boomers, is a very popular punk band. Green Day lead singer Billy Joe Armstrong wrote this song about his father, who died of cancer on September 1st, 1982. At his father's funeral, Billy cried, ran home, and locked himself in his room. When his mother came home, Billy simply said, "Wake me up when September ends," hence the title. The line, "7 years has gone so fast," is a reference to how Billy Joe Armstrong and Mike Dirnt's band Sweet Children would become Green Day, was formed 7 years after Billy Joe Armstrong's father died. Then the line, "20 years has gone so fast," represents the time from his father's death to when Billy Joe Armstrong wrote this song.
Summer has come and passed. The innocent can never last. Wake me up when September ends. Like my father's come to pass, 7 years has gone so fast. Wake me up when September ends. Here comes the rain again, falling from the stars, drenched in my pain again, becoming who we are. As my memory rests, but never forgets what I lost. Wake me up when September ends. Stars
We close our podcast with two songs lamenting the fact that September foreshadows the end of the year, or maybe the end of life itself. But let's not be so morbid. Every team now has a fighting chance to make the Super Bowl. September, from the Latin septem or seven, was originally the seventh of 10 months in the oldest known Roman calendar, the calendar of Romulus, about 750 BC, with March or Martius being the first month of the year. After the calendar was reformed, January and February were added to the beginning of the year, and September became the 9th month, but retained its name. It had 29 days until the Julian reform, which added another day. We conclude with two in a row. From 1965, the Top 40's album chart had Frank Sinatra in the 5th spot that year, and it remained in the album's chart for 46 weeks. And this is the title track from that album. It's also a Joel Whitburn classic non-hot 100 pop song. It's entitled September of My Years. And we closed the show with a song that made the pop chart 6 times, spanning 24 years. This will be the very first charting version from 1939. And it's by a person pretty much known as a Broadway actor and a Hollywood character actor in films, not a singer. In fact, this is his only Billboard pop hit. He won the Academy Award in 1948 as the Best Supporting Actor in The Treasure of Sierra Madre. We're talking about Walter Houston and his song, September Song. That was an American standard pop song composed by Kurt Weill with lyrics by Maxwell Anderson. It was introduced by Walter Houston in the 1938 Broadway musical production of Knickerbocker Holiday. The song has been recorded by numerous singers and instrumentalists. According to Secondhand Songs, there are 530 documented versions of this song. It was the 4th most covered song of any released in that year of 1938. I hope you'll be back. Heck, I hope I'll be back. This is Thematic Nostalgia, show number 67. I was your host. My name is Phil.
One day you turn around and it's summer. Next day you turn around and it's fall. And the springs and the winters of a lifetime, whatever happened to them all? As a man who has always had the wandering ways, now I'm reaching back for yesterdays, till a long forgotten love appears. And I find that I'm sighing softly as I near September, the warm September of my years. As a man who has never paused at wishing wells, now I'm watching children's carousels, and their laughter's music to my ears. find that I'm smiling gently as I near September, the warm September of my years. The golden warm September of my
But it's a long, long while from May to December, and the days grow short when you reach September. And I have lost one tooth, and I walk a little lame, and I haven't got time for the waiting game. And the days turn to gold as they grow few. September, November, and these few golden days I'd spend with you. These golden days I'd spend with you. When you meet with the young men early in spring, they court you in song and rhyme. They woo you with words and a clover ring. But if you examine the goods they bring, they have little to offer but the songs they sing, and a plentiful waste of time of day. A plentiful waste of time. But it's a long, long while from May to December. Will the clover ring last till you reach September? And I'm not quite equipped for the waiting game, but I have a little money and I have a little fame. And the days dwindle down to a precious few. September, November, and these few precious days I'd spend with you. These precious days I'd spend with you.
And I swear that I'm sincere. I'd give the world and all I own if I could keep you here. And have I never told you? Can you please believe my claim? Through it all I've loved you just the same. The same.